years ago, like 2 years ago, also something like that. And they were looking for a director and a producer for the show. And I was very impressed about the quality of the story and the first 2 episodes that Pastor Brothers wrote. And then I come aboard. It's like in the story, I found like every piece of thing that made me dream when I was a child to become a director.
What was the biggest challenge about the directing ahead?
The biggest challenge was more about how to handle the situation with so many actors from different countries, put it together in Tenerife Island and fake like we are in Antarctica. So it's kind of crazy. And after the second season, we needed to go in a big cargo ship. We only had the cargo ship for something like 2 or 3 weeks. So we need to find a way to tell the story without letting the audience know that actually we are not sailing or we are not actually in the act. So we was like both things. One thing is challenge of making it like believable, and the other side make all the different actors feel like they are like in the same level of acting, on the same tone.
How was the preparation for writing the episodes?
Well, I'm working a lot with the production designer at the beginning and also the DP, and a Paine. We're working a lot, doing some drawing, designing, a lot of documentation, watching movies and also documentaries about that. And then I work a lot with a storyboard artist, and then we think in every detail that the story needs. And also it's something really important is to be really tight with the writers, to be sure that we are on the same page, working together, not waiting for the script and then going to the screen. It's like working in both ways.
Was there any difference between directing the season 1 from season 2?
I think season 1 I wasn't aware about the success. So I was just doing season of a series. But season 2 we already knew that obviously we were doing season 2 because season 1 was a big success around the world. So that's a little bit more pressure thinking about the audience, the fans, and things like that. But yeah, more or less it's pretty much the same. It's a little bit more. It was a little bit more difficult season 2 because the condition of the ship. Because in season 1 we filmed almost everything in the studio. We went to Iceland too, but only for a few days. But in season 2 we've been actually in this cargo ship, in the middle of the sea. So it was more demanding, physically demanding.
So what is for you the favorite thing about directing?
I think directing have like everything in life, like you can be by your own, like you are in the writing process and also in the editing process, so speaking with one people, the editor and then the writer, and then at some point you are surrounded by 100 people and then you need to tell them what's inside of you, and also it's a really collaborative thing. It's like when you are working in one scene, I really like to listen the crew about what they think or what the actor was going to propose, all that. So for me, I don't know, it's probably bigger than life.
Yes. So when you direct an episode of The Head, how is the process? Like, which kind of things that you need to do first until the end of the episode, the filming episode?
The thing with The Head, it depends on the show, but the thing with The Head is that we film it like a movie. So it's every season has 6 episodes, and then we shoot the 6 episodes at the same time. So it's not like we do one episode and then we film another. We're working with everything at the same time. So for me, there's not like a big difference between one episode and another. Obviously, when I do my homework, when I pre-visualize the scripts, I am really focused about where the audience is, or where I want to have the audience at the moment. I want them to be scared. I want them to be guessing about who's the bad guy. I want to be emotional. I want to be them really emotional. And then it's the way it works. So I do all that homework, and then I don't care. I have to, one day maybe I have to do a couple of scenes of episode 1, one scene of episode 6, and another one of episode 4. and I do it in the same day.
So what is the difference between filming a show like Head and a movie, for example?
For me, the only difference is like in a movie you have like an arc, at the beginning of an arc, and then you have to end it in the same, the same moment. You have the audience sitting, and then you start telling the story, and at the end it ends. When you're filming a series, normally there are some people that watch the 6 episodes in a row, but normally they watch 1 or 2 or maybe 3, and then they wait for another day. So you don't need to be so precise about the information where it is, because in a TV series, if the audience doesn't understand something in episode 2, you have the possibility to tell them again in episode 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever. And that's, for me, that's a big difference. For me, it's a little bit more difficult to make a movie, because you only have like one chance to tell the story. In a series, you can play more with the audience.
You have more time, right?
Yeah.
So, as a director, what was your favorite episode to work on from season 1 and 2?
Actually, it was in season 2, episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading the first draft of the script, and it was really good for me, because I think in that episode I found everything I dreamed when I was a child, and the kind of movie I wanted to do, because it has like everything. It has a scary moment, there's a big adventure, there's like 2 timelines at some points they die, there's a lot of metaphors, and it's emotionally, visually, have a really good pace. It's probably because I just finished this season and I remember that one.
So how could you describe The Head for someone that didn't watch it?
I think it's a murder mystery thriller with a survival element.
Mm-hmm.
And I always recommend it because it's really fun to watch. I think it's really fun, and also it's a series that you sit in your house or wherever you are, and then you are going to be guessing all the time. So you are going to be part of the adventure. You know? It's not just watching something that is cool or nice or whatever, or funny. It's like you're going to be also, you're another character. I think the audience feel like they are another character, and you also to investigate.
And also the mystery behind it, right?
Yeah, totally. The mystery is something that it's like the base of the story, but also there are amazing characters, backgrounds, and troubles.
So, as a director, if you could choose 3 words to describe the show, which ones would it be?
Okay. Survival, murder mystery. I don't know.
Yeah.
Difficult.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.